Hello and welcome back to another Wheels and Journeys YouTube car review. I'm your host Priscilla Naidu, and today you are joined with me inside the silent, speedy, and perhaps controversial Volvo EX30. Why I say controversial? Well, it's not necessarily what one would expect from a Volvo in a sense of its plushness, sophistication, like seen in the Volvo C40 Recharge or XC40, which is of course different shape altogether. But what is this this EV on about? Let's get into it. So, its design. Well, its design does win the hearts of a lot of people, especially on the road. As I was cruising along quietly, playing my music from the Harman Kardon sound system, and the bass was just on point. But that was a guy that just ran across the red light. But I was playing my music ever so nicely and cool and calmly, and yes, the design point of view attracts a lot of people on you. It's pretty, it's nice, it's cute, it's sharp lines, it's athletically designed, it's smooth, it's sharpened out. You'll notice the front end design is quite angular. These LED headlamps look quite good, and dare I say this, they call it Thor hammer, which looks great. I like it. The back end of the car is also nice, where it just brings everything in together. Arguably, it's a very handsome looking fella, especially these wheels it's riding on as well. It's about 20-inch wheels. It is run flats, and run flats, you know, I'm not a big fan of run flats because they're not really that, you know, you can get a nail, like now there's a nail in the wheel and now it's affecting everything. But I mean, they're quite handy. You can still keep driving, just obviously get the tire plugged. But yeah, run flats, all in all, yeah, it's a very good looking car, to say the least. Very much a Volvo, but obviously, you know, there's a few chinks in the armor that really does get one hot and bothered. I would understand. Inside the cabin, it's not really what Volvo usually prides themselves in terms of plush interior, comfy seats. They've gone completely, I don't know what was Volvo going on about here, but you know, they tried to be innovative, perhaps, because inside it's made out of recyclable materials, like the seats, the dash, everything else. And I do notice this leather steering wheel is nice, leather wrap steering wheel is nice, but everything is just designed in a way to offer minimalism extreme. You know, they really have forgone the nice little touch cues that you would expect. Like the C40 on the chairs, it has that little Sweden badge. Here it doesn't really have it, but inside, yes, your passengers, and it's not really, it's compact enough, you know. You don't feel it's nimble, it's compact, it's not wide and big, and you actually feel like you're in some sort of not race car, but you just feel connected with the car. You know, it feels like it's, for what it is, it moves. And I mean, I put my foot down, it's gone already. But coming back to the interior, yes, everything is controlled via the infotainment system, which some will take it as a headache. And might I say, from the beginning I did, from adjusting my mirrors to opening the glove box. There's a thing on the infotainment system you press to open the glove box. All your driving settings is there. Yeah, that was really the gripe for me, and just trying to figure out the climate controls. But once you do get acclimatized to it, it becomes quite a breeze. Yeah, you do want the buttons, you do, but you get used to it. You really do get used to it after a while of using this car for what it is. And I'm leaning towards liking it, to be honest with you. But I just feel like they should have given it more love, more attention inside than it deserves. Because I mean, I understand minimalism and trying to create space and things, and but to be fair, yeah, I don't know what Volvo was thinking here. But anyways, coming back to its systems and all that stuff, they have the safety systems. There's a lot to go over. Lots of safety systems, of course. Your braking, assisted braking. Doesn't actually have lane key, blind spot alert, where it tells you if someone else is coming into a lane. But it has lane keeping assist, and those are just one or two that I don't want to get too much into those details, because the video is going to be too long. But yeah, let's come back to the drive. So the drive is something that I quite liked it. I mean, not many. I can't picture a family buying a car like this. It's about 1,555,000 rand for the EX30 in electric. But I can't imagine someone to be buying something that's quite speedy. This is the twin motor setup, so you're getting about 315 kilowatts. And Newton meters, I'll put that on the screen down below. That's what, 570. 0 to 100 in 3.6 seconds, which is what they said. And I can attest that that statement is proper real and proper true, because as soon as I put my foot down, it just kicks you back in your chair and you just fall in. And yes, it's a quick pocket rocket of EVs. It's by no means. I mean, I saw this thing doing hot laps at the Kyalami racetrack and giving Ferraris and Porsches a run for their money. I mean, that was quite a nice sight to behold. And yes, initially EVs for me, when I got into an EV, I just don't like the fact that EVs lack the soul. I want the engagement from an engine. It's just taking it takes a toll on you for yourself to get into it and really, because but when you actually try to admire the car for its quirks and features, you can see the light side of it, like coming to a straight line. There's an M5 and you take off quickly, and the guy sees you and he's like, what? An electric car can do that? So it's little humble brags here and there that maybe could toot your horn a bit if you incline for speed. But if you just want practicality and comfort, this is not for you. This is for someone who is perhaps a young individual or professional who doesn't mind the occasional spine being thrown across here and there, but you want that fun, you want the speed, and yes, you want that. Range anxiety was okay for me. I think this week it was palatable. I filled up about 5-6 times. Volvo gives us a charging card. I must throw that in so so we don't pay from our own pockets as journalists. But I would estimate it's about 500 rand to charge in total, perhaps around there. For full charge, it gives me a range of about 420 kilometers. Takes about 45 minutes if I take it to Mall of Africa, so it's quite quick. But all in all, yes, I think when I drive this EV, it has enough. It's fast, it's quick, it has all the things that would keep you happy. But I feel like for 1,055,000 rand, Volvo, I love the brand, but I expected more. Hey, I really did expect more, and coming from a brand like, I really expected them to just go above and beyond and try and just give us something like special, like what they've known for. I love their C40 recharge. I love the XC40 recharge. Those are lovely. They're very palatable. They're not. But I mean, this, you put your foot down, you're going. You can see it's moving quick. Doesn't hold back. That's what makes it exciting. But yes, for the full article review, you can click the link down below in the Linktree link. And yes, catch me every Friday at 12:30 on Capricorn FM, where I chat cars. But that's me signing out. Please do have a blessed one. And yes, much love, peace, cheers.